I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all.
Cisco out early. Shout out to Cisco. What up, gang? Just pulled up to the gym, man. Man, it was tough getting out of bed this morning. It's cold out here. It's about 40 degrees. Y'all know I'm from the south, man, so that's cold for me. A little too cold. But look, we had to still do it. Priorities, man. Still got to get up and get it done. I'm gonna be in here about a good hour, get it in, and get out of here. Gym not too crowded today, which is good. So let me get to work, man. Look, I'll tap in with you guys when I get done. Keep it locked. All right, guys, so we got it in. Was in there for, like I said, a good hour. You got to get those proteins in, man. Whenever you get done working out, make sure you try to consume your protein as quick as possible. Typically around no later than about 30 minutes after your workout, because the protein and the nutrients is how you build muscle, right? Muscles are built outside of the gym. So when you're working out and you're lifting weights and you're breaking down those muscle fibers, in order to get those muscle fibers to come back together bigger, I know especially some of you guys, man, you know, y'all like, you know, having the biceps and all that, the big arms. Some of you guys like the big legs, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I prefer the chest. But in order to get those muscles bigger, man, you gotta eat. Really, it's about putting the right nutrients in your body in order to build those muscles up. So that's how it works. So the quicker you can consume that protein, and I usually have a protein shake rather than foods because this will work faster. You know, the older you get, man, the more you really gotta be intentional about, you know, taking care of your body, man. And that's, you know, eating the right things and exercising. You know, you gotta do a combination of both and kind of have that balance. And one of the struggles that I have is the food that I eat, right? So that's really the struggle. So I'm trying to get better with what I eat, but it is a struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You gotta understand that most of us have been eating poorly for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? You know, what our parents fed us up until the time we became adults, right? We've been eating garbage, for a lack of a better word. You know, when you know better, you do better. And that's kind of the principles that we all gotta have. You know, I encourage you guys, if you've never watched on Netflix, they have a show called What the Health. If you watch that, it'll definitely give you a different perspective on what we put in our bodies and the foods that we eat. Listen, I want to talk to you guys today about surviving the slow season in trucking. You know, we talk about all the money we make in trucking. Everybody had different jobs. There are a lot of good trucking jobs out there. A lot of people making some real good money. A lot of people are making over 6 figures in the trucking industry. You know, owner operators are making, you know, well over 6 figures, multiple 6 figures if they running a business right. So it's a lot of money to be made in trucking. But the question is, what are we doing with the money when we make it? Are we saving money? Are we investing money? What are we doing with the money when we make it? And if you're working a trucking job where you guys do have slow seasons, I know I have a trucking job where, you know, there are periods where it gets slow. LTL, same thing. A lot of you guys go through slow periods. So there's a lot of different trucking jobs that kind of go through the slow periods and they have those seasons. But, you know, in order to survive those slow seasons from a financial standpoint, we gotta be stewards and really be smart financially where we put our money. Where are we allocating this money to? Are we putting it into investments? Are we putting it into, high yield savings accounts? Are we investing that money into side businesses? Are we investing that money in real estate? Are we investing that money in the stocks, crypto? Are we putting more in 401ks? Like, what are we doing with the money? I seen Dirty Broke. Shout out to Dirty Broke. I seen them post something on this community tab about, making extra money outside of trucking. And I think that's really one of the best ideas, man, that you can do. Try to make money outside of trucking. So when the slow seasons come, you got money put away, that's great. But if you're able to create additional income that can supplement or make up for that money that you're not making at your primary job, I personally think that that's a good idea. Now, I seen somebody actually commented a while back. I kind of talked about this in a previous video. Somebody said, to them, they'll rather work more overtime to make extra money because they make X amount of dollars by working overtime. They feel like it'd be more beneficial for them to work extra on their job rather than creating a business or a side hustle or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to call it. And for some people, that may be ideal, right? Some people may feel like they make X amount of dollars more working overtime, and it's better to go that route versus, trying to start another business or something that you can monetize to create extra income. So, whatever works, right? It's not a one size fits all type of thing. Whatever works for the individual, I say go with it. Excuse me, man, it's my wife texting me right now. She probably want me to bring her some coffee like always. But yeah, man, it's not a one size fits all type of thing, man. Whatever works for you. I just say, I think now is the time with everything that's going on in the world, with so much uncertainty out here in the world. You got talks of recession, all these things that's going on in the economy. I just think it's time to really be intentional about how we spend our money, about how we save our money, about how we invest our money, and to have a creative wealth mentality. I think that's what we need, to have that type of mindset. And it doesn't matter how old you are. The younger, the better. But it doesn't matter. You can start making money. You can start learning some new skills and things that you can do to monetize that skill or that hobby and create wealth. I talk about these things often on my channel because, I want to change people's mindsets that may not be thinking about these sort of things. Some people are just going through life every day doing the same things over and over and over, and they're comfortable with that. And there's nothing wrong with being comfortable, but great things happen when you get uncomfortable and you get out your comfort zone and you start doing different things out here. Listen, there's so many different ways to create wealth in this day and age. It's really no excuses. It's a lot of information out there. It's a lot of good information. It's a lot of bad information, but you got to use discernment and filter through the bad information and get to the good information, something that's going to be beneficial to you, right? And so that's the name of the game, man. In order to survive the slow seasons in trucking, learn how to save your money, how to not impulse buy, how to be frugal. And just because you're frugal doesn't necessarily mean you have to live like a hobo and just not spend money on anything, right? Some things we need, some things are necessities. So you know what those things are, right? But just be smart about the way you spend your money. And I'm talking to you guys, but I'm talking to myself too. Me and my wife have been having conversations recently about how we spend our money. We've decided to not buy certain things and not go on certain trips that, you know, we kind of had planned. We're still gonna enjoy life, right? I'm not saying not enjoy life. We're just gonna be really selective about the certain things we spend our money on. Even when it comes to eating out at these, you know, fancy restaurants and things of that nature. It's good on occasion if that's what you want to do, but don't just indulge in those expensive activities or things that's gonna cost you a lot of money. You know what I mean? When you look back on it, sometimes those things aren't worth it. And so, you know, we've been having those conversations, and I'm gonna be honest, man, I've saved quite a bit of money over the last few months by just not buying certain things, by not going certain places like the mall, for example, and being, you know, tempted to purchase certain things that I probably normally would buy. Just like, for example, there was some Jordans came out a few months ago, some 11s, red and white patent leather. You guys probably know what I'm talking about if you're a sneakerhead. I wanted those shoes so bad. So bad I wanted those shoes. But I'm like, man, do I really want to spend $200+ on these J's? Or do I want to invest this money back into my business, right? And when I say my business, I'm talking about YouTube. And so, man, I thought about that thing long and hard. It was a tough back and forth decision in my mind that I was having. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna pass on these J's, man. I'm gonna put this money back into the business, and that's what I did. I purchased some different equipment for the channel. You know what I'm saying? For the business. And so it's decisions like that. This is my wife, man. I'm gonna call her back in a minute. Actually, now let me answer this. Hello?
Good morning, baby.
Good morning.
Are you still at the gym?
I'm getting ready to leave now.
Okay, I got some great news.
What's that?
My auntie didn't have a babysitter, so we're not going to the gun range. So that means you have me all to yourself all day.
Okay, that is great news.
I know.
All right. Well, I'll be home in a minute. I'm on my way home now.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, man, I'm back. Excuse me. But yeah, man, so we've been having those conversations, and like I said, man, we both been saving quite a bit of money, man. It's great. And my wife makes good money. And she also has a side business. It's actually an actual business. She has an LLC for it, but she creates gift baskets. And so that's one of her passions. That's one of the things that she loved to do. She loved creating things. And gift baskets is something that she's been doing now for a few years. Her profits are crazy because my wife is a serial couponer. So she's a bargain shopper. So she'll take the time and get all these coupons together, and the items that she purchased are so cheap, it really increases her profit margin. So she does really well selling those type of baskets. So that's what it's all about, man. How are you saving money? How are you getting through the slow seasons when it comes to trucking? That's the name of the game, man. We gotta be smarter with how we spend our money. All right? Get the education, learn different things that you can do to create wealth, learn how to monetize those skills, those hobbies, and let's just start getting this money, man. Let's just start getting this money. It's a lot of uncertainty out here. A lot of people, you know, when you look at their bank account, they're, you know, one repair away from struggling. Some people out here living paycheck to paycheck. Some people don't have a sufficient amount in their savings account right now. And, you know, we got to change that. We got to change that. And the way we change that is increasing our net worth and figuring out ways that we can make more money. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me, like this video, and until the next one, I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take care. Peace.